and welcome! My name is Luigi from BlueStacks, and today I'll talk about a game that really exceeded my expectations and gave me a lot of nostalgia from the good old days of MMORPGs. As you already know by the title, I'm talking of course about Tales of Wind. This game has an immersive and well-written story, great graphics with a lot of customization you can do for each character, and also an engaging combat. In fact, it's one of the best combats I've ever seen in a mobile MMORPG. The battles here are very dynamic and let you use many skills and evade your enemies with a lot of freedom. All this requires both dexterity to stay alive and knowledge about every skill and how each class performs in battle. So, in this video, I'll talk about each and every class in the game and also how to play with BlueStacks to have a lot more optimization. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. So, each class has a different set of skills, strengths, weakness and playstyle. Starting out with the warrior, they're the classic tank, designed to withstand insane amount of attacks and deal considerable damage in return. With sword and shield in hand, this class specializes in crowd control skills along with other attacks that can damage everything standing in the way. Warriors are the best class for those who like to face danger head on, and in the right hands, they are the most sturdy and most resilient class. The warrior can advance to become a berserker or a paladin. Paladins are purely defensive, with many options to shield and heal themselves, while berserkers are powerhouses that can decimate their foes but are much more fragile. Now mages have the potential to dish out tons of damage in little time. Their skills revolve around summoning ice to deal damage and slow or freeze their enemies. This class is ideal for those who value strategy over pure strength. The mages can advance to become a frost weaver or a pyromancer. Frost weavers keep the trend going, improving their ice skills to have more survivability and crowd control skills, while pyromancy have more destructive capabilities. Not to mention, they have freaking guns. So basically, assassins have the highest damage potential in the entire game. This class revolves around speed attacks with a high crit rate and abilities that can deal a ton of damage. So if you want to play as an assassin, you need to engage your foe super fast and disappear before they have a chance to punish you. You must also always stay aware of your surroundings if you plan on staying alive with this class. Both their specializations, Azura and Ninja, have the same offensive potential, but in slightly different ways. Ninjas relies on stealth, while Azura focuses on mobility and placement to survive. And finally, my personal favorite, the Cleric. If you, just like me, likes to take a supportive role and love the idea of your friends screaming and begging for some heal skills, well, that's definitely the class for you. But yeah, Clerics shine truly when they are part of a group, when they can focus entirely on healing and on keeping his teammates alive and in the fight. If they become priests, their healing abilities increase even further. Now, if you choose to become a ranger, they'll learn many abilities for dealing damage, while also keeping some of their healing skills. But now, let's get to how you can actually play with those classes using BlueStacks. When using BlueStacks, you have access to a feature called Key Mapping Tool. But don't worry, you don't need to fiddle around trying to set up and customize anything. Right after you open Tales of Wind on BlueStacks, you'll see that everything is labeled and ready to go, so you can start having fun right away. So here you basically use the mouse to move at any direction, and the keyboard to use every skill. If you're having a hard time trying to memorize which key to press, you can click on this little eye icon right here. That will overlap all the control keys over the corresponding skill and menus. With this optimized control scheme, your performance when attacking, defending, dodging and using skills will increase considerably. In other words, with the key mapping tool, you can focus more on fighting the enemies and less on fighting the controls. So, if you want to be part of the world of Tales of Wind, make sure to play it on BlueStacks and have access to a lot of features and able to play with a keyboard and mouse. Well, but that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye!